Welcome back to Next Bike World, the place where we dive deep into the latest and greatest motorcycles shaping the roads and trails of tomorrow. Today, we're taking a close look at the brand new 2026 BMW G310 GS Adventure, the smallest member of BMW's legendary GS family, but one that carries a big reputation. For years, the GS name has stood for go-anywhere capability, rugged reliability, and long-distance comfort. With the 310 GS Adventure, BMW aims to give riders that same spirit of adventure in a lightweight, approachable, and surprisingly affordable package. So let's find out if this compact adventurer really lives up to the GS badge. At first glance, the 2026 G310 GS Adventure looks every bit like its bigger siblings, the R1250 GS and the R1300 GS. BMW's design team has gone to great lengths to make sure this bike looks tough and purposeful. The bike now comes with the sharper beak-style front fender, redesigned LED headlights with BMW's signature light signature, and a taller windscreen that makes highway riding far more comfortable. The fairing has been tweaked for better aerodynamics, and the tank shrouds have a more muscular design, giving the bike an aggressive stance. Even though it's a lightweight machine, it looks ready for serious adventure touring. The G310 GS Adventure carries over the same 313cc, single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine that has been refined year after year. For 2026, BMW has tuned it to deliver around 35 horsepower and 28 Nm of torque, paired with the 6-speed gearbox and slipper clutch. While those numbers might not sound massive compared to bigger adventure bikes, remember, the 310 GS is built to be beginner-friendly, fuel-efficient, and city-friendly, while still offering enough punch for weekend tours and highway stints. One of the biggest updates this year is smoother throttle response and improved fuel injection mapping, which makes the engine feel more refined and less buzzy at higher revs. The performance is where the G310 GS Adventure really surprises you. Thanks to its lightweight build at just under 170 kilograms up, it feels agile in traffic and confident off-road. The long travel suspension, with 41 mm upside-down forks at the front and a preload adjustable rear monoshock, gives the bike impressive ability to handle rough patches, gravel trails, or pothole-ridden city streets. BMW has also increased the ground clearance slightly for 2026, now sitting at around 220 mm, which means rocks and obstacles won't be much of a problem. For braking, you get brake calipers with a 300 mm disc up front and a 240 mm disc at the rear, supported by dual-channel ABS that can be switched off for the rear wheel when you're venturing off-road. Comfort is another big win for the G310 GS Adventure. The seat height is set at 835 mm, which might sound tall for beginners, but BMW offers optional low seats and even lowered suspension kits, making it accessible to a wide range of riders. The ergonomics are upright and relaxed, with wide handlebars that make low-speed maneuvering easy and give you good control off-road. The windscreen does a solid job of deflecting wind at higher speeds, and the bike now comes with optional handguards and luggage accessories, so you can outfit it for serious adventure touring. Technology has been a big focus for BMW in 2026. And the 310 GS Adventure hasn't been left behind. It comes standard with the fully digital TFT display that supports smartphone connectivity. Riders can use BMW's Motra connected app to access turn-by-turn navigation, call and message alerts, and even ride data logging. You also get ride-by-wire throttle, which allows for smoother power delivery and enables the inclusion of different riding modes. For 2026, BMW has included at least 2 riding modes: a road and rain, so riders can adjust performance based on weather and terrain conditions. A USB-C charging port has also been added for powering devices on the go, which is a small but very practical touch for long journeys. Fuel efficiency is another strong point of the G310 GS Adventure. BMW claims around 30 to 32 km per liter, which gives the bike a realistic range of about 350 kilometers on a full tank of fuel. That's more than enough for weekend trips without constantly worrying about finding the next fuel stop. Combine that with BMW's reliability and robust build quality, and you have a bike that's both economical to run and confidence-inspiring on long rides. Now let's talk about the unique selling points of the 2026 G310 GS Adventure. First, accessibility. This is one of the very few adventure bikes in the market that is equally welcoming to beginners and seasoned riders. Its lightweight nature makes it easy to handle, but its GS means it doesn't feel like a toy. It feels like a proper adventure machine. Second, versatility. Whether you're commuting through busy city traffic, carving up twisty mountain roads, or tackling light off-road trails, the 310 GS handles it all. Third, brand value. Let's be honest, the BMW badge carries a certain prestige, and owning even a smaller Onia gives riders entry into a family of legendary adventure bikes without the intimidating size or cost of the flagship models. Speaking of cost, pricing is always a big factor, and BMW has kept things competitive. The 2026 BMW G310 GS Adventure is expected to start around $6,200 in the US market, or roughly €5,500 in Europe, with prices varying slightly depending on region and optional extras. For that money, you're not just buying a motorcycle, you're buying into the GS lifestyle, with premium build quality, advanced features, and the reassurance of BMW's service network. Of course, no bike is perfect, and it's worth pointing out a couple of areas where the G310 GS Adventure may not suit everyone. Riders looking for massive power for long-distance touring or carrying a passenger with lots of luggage might find the 310 a bit underpowered compared to larger displacement ADV bikes. Also, while the bike is extremely capable for light off-roading, hardcore adventure riders who regularly tackle very rugged terrain might prefer something with more power and advanced suspension setups. But then again, that's not really the point of this bike. It's about accessibility and balance. In the end, the 2026 BMW G310 GS Adventure is an incredibly well-rounded motorcycle. It captures the essence of the GS spirit of freedom, exploration, and versatility while remaining affordable, approachable, and fun. For new riders, it's the perfect entry point into adventure biking. For experienced riders, it makes a great second bike for city riding, commuting, or lightweight weekend trips. And for everyone in between, it's proof that you don't need a massive machine to experience the thrill of adventure. So, is the 2026 G310 GS Adventure worth it? If you're looking for a small displacement motorcycle that doesn't compromise on style, technology, or capability, absolutely. It's more than just a starter bike. It's a genuine GS, scaled down but not watered down. That's it for today's review of the 2026 BMW G310 GS Adventure. Let us know in the comments what you think about BMW's smallest GS. Would you choose this as your first adventure bike, or would you go for something bigger? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Next Bike World for more deep dives into the bikes that are shaping the future of motorcycling. Until next time, ride safe and keep chasing the adventure.